Good morning. Somebody needs to start.
Yeah, we forget to cover that.
Yeah.
I know.
Just like
Well, good morning. It's 6 o'clock, and it's foggy in some places. I hit some vicious thick fog coming in on 145. Yeah, so I had to lower my low beams and slow down a little bit. It was pretty thick.
Right there.
It lifted. It was
You're on the
near
water,
the river.
right? So
near the river.
Yeah, you're gonna get it.
So be careful. But it's.
More
Are
than
we
the
having a
rest of
chance
us.
of thunder showers again today? Maybe some rain?
Yep, they said that the percentage started around 1. So
Again.
it was only at 5%, but afternoon showers.
That's our little standard summer
I was
forecast.
gonna say
That's right.
yesterday was about 5 or 10%, and it really poured hard on us for about an hour.
Yesterday, see, I didn't get a drop of rain yesterday.
Yeah,
I heard thunder
just-
one time. I mean, we were thinking we're about to get nailed, and it was breezy and thunder and went away.
Huh.
That was in Columbiana.
Yeah.
We had a lot of limbs, get tossed down.
Yeah, my wife, she hates limbs in the yard. I don't mind them because I don't want to go out and pick them up. I think they look natural.
I bet you were glad that it didn't rain and storm then.
Well, it still blew. We did have it blew a lot of crap in the yard. You know, little leaves and little broken off stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. But I could actually use the rain. We could use the water, but I don't want it deluged.
I know. I was glad that it rained at our house because my elephant ears were looking a little bit sad. Yeah.
Mary's got some caladiums and stuff that need a little water. I've got those 2 pawpaw trees that are struggling.
Oh.
And of course, I'm too lazy to take the hose. See, they're way out of way. So if you take the hose out there, it's about 120 feet away. I mean, it's a long walk. And the hose I can stand back. And I got the stream, I can kind of water them, but it's a stretch.
If you arch it,
just right.
Yeah,
If the wind's
that's right.
blowing, you'll never touch them.
For some reason, our home don't have a front spigot. So I have to pull our water hose from around back. And
There's no front spigot.
No. There's like a hookup, I guess, where we could put a spigot, but we just haven't yet.
Oh, well, if you get a plumber to come out and put you a front spigot on, you might as well just buy 6 more hoses.
My dad's a plumber. So there's no reason for it.
Oh.
Dad.
No reason why you don't have it,
Yeah.
you mean? Yeah, I
There's
agree.
no reason for it. So anyway, I always have to haul my hoses around
Yeah.
the side of the house.
That's a pain.
Then I get over there, they barely reach, so I'm like stretching and pulling.
You ever
and
done the thing where you
lurching,
take the hose and you do the water like this?
Oh,
Yes, I
yes.
do
To
that.
try to send a few.
It's just a few feet further.
Or do it the opposite way to try and get the kink out so you don't have to walk around the side of the house.
Exactly. All the tricks of not having quite enough hose length.
It's the worst.
And the house I left didn't even have good water pressure.
Oh.
That was really frustrating.
Oh, man.
I actually one time, this is ridiculous when I think about it now, took the hose, had like 3 hoses because I didn't buy a law, so I had like 3 50-footers. So I had to hook up 3 hoses to get 150 feet, and I have this trickly little water pressure. I had to run 3 hoses to the end of their length and take a bucket to the end of the hose, fill the bucket up, and then walk it to the plants.
That's
and
miserable.
pour it out. Oh, I felt so ridiculously mad about the whole situation.
I bet.
Now they make those little hoses, they're just nothing to them. And then when you put water pressure, they puff up and go out. And when you turn it off, they go back to little. I've got a couple of those and I love them.
Really?
Yes, but I found out most of them don't handle the fact. All right, they only go out like, let's say you got a 100-footer. It'll only go about 40 feet. Until you put water to it, and then, man, it'll go the full thing, Then when you cut the water off, it draws itself in like a snake coming backwards to a little thing. When it does that, if you're on concrete, it scrapes the thing.
Oh.
And I've had 2 of them that I paid pretty good money for just start leaking because the friction against the concrete when you turn it off.
Nothing lasts too long these days anyway.
Well, that's true. They build in, they're so cheap. But I love the hose. They're really neat, but you got to be careful about how, the fact that they have to be light and all that for it to work also means they're not very sturdy with friction.
Well,
But
we
anyway.
We have about a 600-foot driveway, I would say, and we have 3 spigots going up the driveway. I thought
Smart.
that I would do that
smart.
for grass and
See,
whatever.
I didn't-
Yeah, it was smart, except that 2/3 or third half of our yard is like a bog. It's like it needs no water, no matter what
got
time
you.
of year it is. But I've got these real nice spigots that barely used.
Do you
I'm
just
gonna
go
put a for
down
sale
and
sign
turn it on sometime
slightly
and run
used.
your hands under it
Maybe
just
I
so
would.
they, you use that spigot?
No, I should probably do that.
Or
I've got
drink
one
from a
I
hose
haven't
like
used.
a kid, you know?
I
have done that.
I had decent drinking from the hose a couple of weeks ago. He was like, "I'm thirsty. I want to go inside." I was like, "You're not going inside. We're having fun in the garden. Here, drink out of the hose." And he's like, "I don't drink that. That's dirty." And I was like, "No, it's not. This is the best water that you will ever drink."
Yeah, well, it will, especially if it's on coming through a hot hose with all that, what they call them, PFS, all that plastic stuff.
Oh,
going-
yeah.
I think that's maybe the Mayhem today, and that tells you don't drink from the hose.
But there
Look,
was
look what it
nothing
did to me. I'm
better.
only 28 years old. Look at me.
There was nothing better when I was little than
I'm
drinking
telling
cold
you,
water
my
out
buddy
of the
Raymond
water
and
hose.
he had a high spigot at his house. When you were a kid, you run up, the spigot was perfect. It was like right in your, it was up off the ground. And we drink out of the spigot. It didn't always have a hose. If it had a hose, we drank out of the hose. It was the best water. And one day we were so hot and thirsty, and we turned that spigot on. We were just gulping water, and then he'd gulp some water, and I'd gulp some water, and he'd gulp. And as I was going in for my third, gulping of water, I looked up, and there was a steady stream of ants coming down and hitting the stream.
Oh, no.
I hate to think how many ants we swallowed, both of
Good
us.
protein,
I was
though.
about to say,
Well,
it's
that's
just a
what I
little
say.
protein.
We didn't have to have lunch. We weren't hungry.
The original protein drink makers over here.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Something's hurting me.
It was,
Well-
you look back, and I know kids, we keep them much safer now than when I was coming up. But, the old thing about dudes my age was we didn't have to wear no helmets when we rode bikes. We didn't even have shoes on. We rode barefooter and, flip-flops, and we didn't have knee pads, and we didn't have, but then again, a lot of kids had head injuries, and, but they forget the other side, the good old days when we all died of diphtheria and typhoid and TB, and go, you don't remember the tuberculosis sanitariums and people died of colds,
The
and
iron
splinters,
lungs.
Yeah.
and iron lungs for
Yeah,
polio.
exactly.
Yeah, the good old days, It's funny what you remember.
Oh, me. Well, all that to say, we may get some showers this afternoon.
Hey, we got it rolling. What can you say?
That's right.
Stream of consciousness. Stream of
And
consciousness.
for those of y'all that don't know, it is Monday, August the 10th. So that means that we're going to have our kickoff 2026 tonight. Doors open at 6 p.m. at Peach Country Theater. We are having a kickoff for all of the county public school football teams.
That's right.
You're going to be a big
I'm gonna
part
be
of
there.
that.
I don't know about the big part, but I'll be there.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
I want to go tonight
know.
because I just want to try one of every dirty soda for every school.
That's
I
right.
think they
Excellent.
created a special drink for each school. There's like 6 of them. And you can have the Panther whatever drink and the Rebel whatever drink for Thorsby. And then if your group drinks the most of your drinks, they get money?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
that's
portion
right.
of the proceeds are going to that school, and we're matching.
We're matching.
Oh,
We're
nice.
matching.
Whatever they donate, we're matching.
Some of these
That's right.
drinks sound really cool. I mean,
They
they're
do.
they're dirty sodas, so they're mixing flavors with sodas, and they've come up kind of with. They try to fix the colors.
Yep.
That's
so-
right. That's right.
I think
We have-
Dr.
That's
Pepper's
right.
the purple, and I don't know.
I'm not sure what
Red
Yeah.
would be cherry or
what
strawberry or
Thorsby's
something.
official color is, but Maplesville and Verbena, they're pretty red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she said Thorsby was the only one that is going to be made with Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I
And
saw
it's
that.
like a maroon.
And then isn't
string on
Jemison
it.
Yeah,
got
exactly.
gray? Aren't they the Panthers? And they got blue and gray or something
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
navy
Yeah.
and gray.
So yeah,
That's
I mean
right.
it's going to be interesting tonight. Plus, I've said this before because I'm not from here. I don't live here now, but I love coming here because last couple of years I've seen how great the entire stretch of Chilton County is, from the top of the county to the bottom of the county. That I mean, even though there are rivalries within that group, it's still like one big community. And I love the healthy rivalries, we're getting but when it all comes down to the bottom, everybody pretty much supports the entire county. And I love that. A lot of places couldn't pull what is happening tonight off because they don't have that kind of cohesive pride in the community.
Yeah.
But I love the fact we're all getting together tonight to just celebrate the kickoff of an American institution, high school football.
Friday
Yeah.
night
Wonderful.
football.
Yep,
Football.
Friday
Yep.
Night Lights.
Hey, we're going to broadcast the Thorsby Jamboree game this Thursday.
Are you really? Thursday night.
Jason has put out something
Is that
to
going
us.
to be at Thorsby?
It is at Thorsby. I'm trying to remember the teams. I want to say Asheville, which is a larger school, like 3A. Thorsby's 2. And then also, I think, Coosa Christian, maybe? Not
Is
Coosa
that the
Central.
Asheville from up like above Gadsden on near Neely Henry Lake
That's
up there?
it. Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
a neat little town.
Yep. St. Clair County, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
I think that's there.
That's history.
There's a bunch of events this week. So tonight's the kickoff. Doors open at 6, starts at 6:30. And we're also awarding the very first Super Fan of the Year.
Super
Oh,
fan.
Yes, and then-
Unfortunately, Bill, employees are not eligible.
Oh,
So I know you're.
Superfan, yeah, Superfan, yeah.
And then tomorrow
knew
night,
you'd
we're
be
going to do
disappointed.
election coverage. So the election is going to be covered by you and Mr. Aaron
That's
Ellison.
right. That's right. My cousin Aaron.
That
We're
is
not
right.
we're not related as far as we know.
Now, when is this?
That's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night is the
at
special
7:30.
election.
Oh, that's right.
You may get to vote. I'm not sure who. Is Gary Palmer your representative?
I think he is.
Well, then you can vote.
Yeah, he's
Y'all need
Democrat,
to go vote.
right?
No,
Or
he's a
Gary's a
Republican.
Republican.
No, he's a
and
Republican.
who's he running off against?
I don't
on
know.
Republican?
It's another Republican. I
Yeah.
don't know his name. Palmer should win handily.
Yeah.
But the
pretty
real
popular
focus is
in-
in what is that? District 2, I think it is, where 4 Republicans are vying for the spot to go against current Representative Shamari Figures. If you remember, Figures was the gentleman who benefited from the Supreme Court ruling that struck down Alabama's original map,
Right.
which we're now using again because of
Yep.
it was an Alabama Supreme Court.
The
Excuse me, it was an
gerrymandering.
appeals court. I'm
Right.
sorry. I apologize about that. It was not the Alabama Supreme Court. But the bottom line is that they have the Supreme Court, the United States Supreme Court, came back and said, hey, you can't base this on race alone. And that's what Alabama did, trying to satisfy. Actually, the courts pretty much did it. They pretty much drew the map for us, which, in Alabama, our motto is, Bill,
Is it
we
vote?
dare.
Oh, what now?
Our motto in Alabama is we dare defend
Oh,
our
we
rights.
dare defend our rights.
It's
I thought you were doing a joke. The real one.
no, it is. I mean,
we dare defend our
there's
rights.
still a few rest areas that have that marker up that says that. Very few, but there's still a few of them. But anyway, so that's
We also have the
gonna be interesting to
largest,
see who
most
runs against him.
complicated constitution in the United States of America. The Alabama does. It's the longest. It's something
don't
like
know.
so many hundreds of pages
hundreds of
long.
amendments.
My gosh.
Yes, and it's the most complicated, longest state constitution in the United States.
It was originally written in 1901.
Yep.
And then it has been amended, like Bill said, hundreds of times. And there have been talks about having some sort of constitutional committee to rewrite it, but
Yeah.
can't even agree, to have that. So
Oh, man.
I don't look for that to change.
No.
Probably,
Yeah.
probably in our lifetime, Bill.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It'll just keep amending.
Well, in the meantime, it is 6:14, so that means we're going to get a break really quick. It's Monday, August 10th, and school is back in Chilton County.
Wow.
So be careful on the roadways this morning and watch for kids at their bus stops.
I've yet to see a bus.
I know, me too.
Yeah,
saw
so
one
of course
last
we come in
Friday.
so early. Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
But we're going to get a break real quick. When we come back, we've got some politics to talk about. I've got some stories about animals. And we have a guest coming in later on in the show. So don't want to miss it. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Dollar Bill, Taylor, and Mike. And we'll be back in just a moment.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America, welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts, delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
We are back. It is 6:18, 18 after 6 on this Monday. It's hard to say Monday sometimes, isn't it? Can't trust that day.
Yeah, that's right. It's Monday. It's Monday all over again.
Yeah.
That's right.
August
School
10th.
back in session. That's so weird.
You said something
It's
during
August. It shouldn't. It's too early.
You said something during the break you hadn't seen a school bus yet. Well, I saw my first one on Friday.
Yeah,
I was up in, where was I? I guess St. Clair County, going through there. When I saw one about,
I don't think Shelby
6:45.
County hadn't started back yet.
I don't think so.
They hadn't, because I'm right next to the high school, and no, I didn't even see teachers' meetings or anything much. I don't think.
Yeah.
I saw something that I have never had happen before. I was on a 4-lane road, and a school bus stopped, and all the lanes stopped.
They did what they were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not that they did all, but I thought it was unusual for them to stop on a major highway, like 431 or 231, one of those.
They used to do that a lot when I worked in Birmingham. You've got Green Springs Highway, which is, it may be 6 lanes, 3 and 3. Mm-hmm. And I got to say, and I don't know what the law is, because it was 3 lanes, a wide median with grass, and then 3 lanes. But when the school buses would stop. Everybody would
On the other
stop,
side
which I
stop
thought was
too.
great.
Yeah.
Because it's the safest thing to do. Legally, I don't know that the other lane needed to stop since there's that big wide median. I just don't know what the law is.
Yeah,
on
surely
that.
they're not letting somebody out to cross that other way.
I just
surely
don't know.
not.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know.
Technically, they could, because I don't know that the school bus then goes all around and comes back and lets them out on the other side.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole point, is that a school bus can stop and kids can get out and go home, whether they go right or left or, cross
Correct.
all lanes.
Right.
So I guess, technically, all lanes are supposed to stop. I'll have to ask a state trooper, policeman, somebody
It's
about
not as
that.
many kids ride the school bus anymore, do they?
No, not
Well,
really.
Did you ever ride a school bus, Taylor?
I did sometimes.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I did all the time until I
Yeah,
got a
me
car.
too.
I mean, that's how I got to.
And
School.
I was the band nerd who had to get on the bus with a trombone
Oh, we
and
hated
my
to
book
see
bag.
you coming.
It was.
My
And
God.
Well, at least
I
it
wore
wasn't
thick
percussion.
black glasses.
At least
Thick
you weren't
black-
percussion, huh?
No, I couldn't. I didn't have a drum.
Trombone. Now that's
Well,
Yeah, with
What?
the long and with the big case.
Yeah.
yeah,
Real clunky.
Chrissy was playing that day.
Oh, that's right.
paper towel and the
yes, yes.
Who was playing it?
In the video they made, Chrissy had the paper towel.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. Baden was playing on the cowbell. He was
Oh, yeah.
yelling out more cowbell.
Well,
have
we
a
did
fever.
say
a fever for a cowbell.
we did say today was August the 10th, and you know what that means, Phil. There's a national holiday today.
Oh boy!
You're
What
gonna
is
like this one.
today?
It's National S'mores Day.
All right.
I could get behind a
s'mores.
s'more.
Yeah.
Yes, it says that today celebrates the campfire sandwich of graham cracker, chocolate, and toasted marshmallow. And the combination was first documented in a 1927 Girl Scout handbook.
Really?
How about
that?
that?
far
I
back?
did not
Yeah.
know that.
They listed the recipe under some more, and hikers abbreviated it into s'more.
Just
Some
never know
more.
how these things
Yeah.
get started, do you? Till you do a little research.
Not until you do your research. That's right.
But and you said at the break you were going to make a quick run to Associated Foods down here and pick us up the ingredients. And
I'll try to. We can make some calls.
okay,
We have Jake coming on today.
What are you
from
supposed to make?
Associated
that's a
Foods.
thought.
He
All
wants
right,
me
Jake,
to
if
make
you're listening,
s'mores.
What do you
make sure
use
those
for a
marshmallows
fire?
are toasted.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Baden wouldn't mind us starting a little campfire in here, you know.
We got a little room right there.
Yeah.
This is like
Catch
stone
some-
right here. This
yeah.
won't even hurt this much.
I wish we would burn this table down, or at least burn these stupid cross beams we trip over.
That's right.
Every now and then I'll give a little grimace on the area.
Yeah, that's because we hit our knees.
Speaking of tasty foods, though, there's a beloved favorite that's making a comeback.
What is it?
Sister Schubert's sausage rolls.
Ooh, I like Sister Schubert.
Oh, I do too.
that-
Yes,
and I like
yes.
the rolls too.
I know, I do too. You love a good roll.
She from T. Roy, from Troy,
Yep, I think so.
Enterprise or something like
believe
that.
so.
Somewhere down
Okay.
in there.
Yeah.
Somewhere
She used to
down
make them
there.
for her church, and that's why she's Sister Schubert. And they were so popular, she went into business. And boy, her rolls are phenomenal.
It's
Now-
been a while
Yeah.
though since I bought them. To be honest, as you said, they're making a
I know,
comeback.
it said,
Well,
I
the
What about
wanna
just
say-
sausage?
sausage rolls are
or
making
something?
the comeback.
Yes.
They've
Oh.
always had the rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they've had some, she put
Just
out
look like a
cinnamon
little-
rolls too, I think.
Yeah.
It's basically a pig in the blanket.
Basically.
Yeah.
And they pulled them off the shelf like, I want to say 5 years ago. But then they had a business meeting down at Point Clear.
No wonder I didn't
And
find them.
they had a question come in from Kay Ivy of Camden.
Oh, I know
During-
Miss
yes.
Governor K. Ivey.
Governor
Governor
Ivy.
Ivy.
And she wanted to know when and how quickly they could be back on the shelves. So the
Meanwhile,
the
like
man in charge,
is that
Clarence
from her
Mingo.
personally, or does,
Yeah.
is she doing it for a lobby?
I don't know. I think it was her personally because she posed her question from Kay Ivy of Camden, not Governor Kay Ivy. So I think this was a personal request. But
Yeah.
they had a picture of her enjoying them because they had them available for them at the meeting, and they
With
said
the meeting,
yes,
so they already had them
yeah.
when she asked the
She
question.
could probably
So-
back
Do
a
they
few.
use
She probably had an insight.
Sister
but
Schubert? Does she use Alabama Kaneka sausage?
That's the
don't
one.
know.
I was wondering that.
But we have a photo of KIV enjoying those. And then it said that they were
their
answered
bourbon?
that iconic rolls will be back in Publix in just a few weeks.
Good. Oh, so they have stopped making the rolls.
Yeah. They've
does she
started
mean the-
back.
The regular rolls.
The sausage rolls.
Okay. You said
Sausage
all right.
rolls.
Yeah, it's all about sausage rolls.
Because I still buy the regular Sister Schubert frozen dinner rolls.
And we had a friend of mine, Allie Morcell. Her maiden name's Allie Hall. She's from here in Clanton, but she had went popular or viral on TikTok, and we had her on Cooking It Up, and she got blocked by Sister Schubert's because when they canceled the sausage rolls and took them off, she tagged them in a post and was like, please bring them back. Like, she begged them to bring them back, and it went viral, and they blocked her. Because
But she wasn't attacking them.
Not at all.
That
So
seems
she made a post.
a little extreme.
She made a post when they put
Of course,
out
she
that
might
they were
not
bringing
have
them
said,
back.
please, boop, bring back those boop.
But she-
sausage boop.
But she really
You
didn't.
stupid noob.
Like, you would think that's how it was, but it wasn't. She was like, please bring these back. Like, we love them so much. Why did you take them? They blocked her. So when she saw that they were coming back out, she's like, if you don't unblock me and send me PR
That's right. I need some free
with
sausage
these
rolls.
sausage rolls, we're going to be fighting.
Did they say anything back to her
No,
yet?
but people are tagging them and like commenting on their post saying unblock Allie, free Allie.
Free alley.
Free alley.
Free alley.
That's all over sausage rolls.
Right.
Well, you guys see where Cracker Barrel, their new CEO that made all those dumb decisions a couple years or so
The
ago.
woman in New York.
Yeah, she's resigned, or
Oh,
she's
really?
leaving. I'm sure they're gonna pay her a bunch of money to leave. You know how that works.
Oh yeah,
Probably so.
The
all
golden
those people
umbrella
have
they call it.
golden
Yeah,
parachutes.
Yeah, a parachute. That's right, not umbrella. You're right. Duh. But boy, she really stepped in it, didn't she? I don't think
let
they've
me ask
recovered
you,
yet.
If
Bill.
you've got a business that caters to people who want, country cooking, and the whole theme of the restaurant is redneck country backwoods, and I mean this in a positive way because
Yeah.
I am a redneck and I love Southern culture, and most of it is kind of Southern or Midwestern based. The food is all Southern culture food, and you got all these things in there to buy and look at that are pretty, down to earth kind of country stuff. And a decision is made in New York City about the logo and the food and all this stuff. Does that make sense?
None.
Makes sense. And they proved it.
And they're
Because
paying
they
for it
made all
still.
these changes she did or the board did that everyone hated. They didn't like the new logo. They didn't like the changes. And people blew up. And they're a very popular place.
Well, I didn't know
Yeah.
the logo. The farmer in there was Uncle Herschel.
Uncle Herschel.
But I should remember that because he had a breakfast. They named
Yeah.
a breakfast after
It was Uncle Herschel's breakfast.
And it was, I don't know what was in it, but eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
But man, that was another bonehead decision. That's not quite on the level of Bud Light.
Yeah.
But that was
another one.
as far as marketing.
And
Of course-
then also remember New Coke.
Oh yes, we talked about Nuco.
That's studied in marketing now as one of the biggest blunders in marketing ever.
Oh, man.
1985. Some reason sticks in my
Yeah,
mind.
somewhere-
It was just I was a really
Yeah,
young guy back
83.
then. Yeah, exactly.
I was in my first marriage. Little guy.
Well, so
Anyway.
was I guess, if we're gonna confess here.
Oh.
It's true.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna get a break real quick because we gotta get the tea.
I gotta recover. I'm feeling a little verklempt right now.
Verklempt.
It's 6:28, August the 10th. It's Monday, so y'all stay tuned. We've got Jake with. I keep wanting to say State Farm. That's not it.
I know.
Associated
The other
Foods.
Jake.
We've got the other Jake with Associated
more.
Foods coming on later
right.
on in the
Coming
day.
on.
And we've got a lot of other good stories and pictures to share with y'all. So stay tuned. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach. We'll be right back.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America. Welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts. Delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
It is 6:32, 28 away from 7 o'clock. Hope you're having a good morning as you get ready for the week. And we thank you for watching and listening to us here at Piper Peach Radio's Morning Mayhem.
That is right. And also thank you to Coca-Cola, one of our sponsors of the show, and also Chilton Chamber. They keep us up to date on everything that's happening around town. They can keep you up to date too. Follow them on Facebook or go to their website.
And Chilton Chambers, all of Chilton.
Yes.
You know, in a lot of places you have your cities are kind of separate. I know in Montevallo you had a Shelby County chamber, but then you had Montevallo had their own chamber, and then I think it's nice that we've got one chamber that can focus on all the events happening in the county.
That's right.
And that's phenomenal too. That's another thing I love about down it. That a lot of places the cooperation's astounding and interaction.
We've been working closely with the Montevallo chamber as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Promoting
Adele Nelson and those.
That's right,
folks,
exactly.
That's
Promoting
right.
their some of their merchants and such.
Well, my wife was on the chamber board for years up there and all this, because my wife Mary was a banker in town, vice president of a little bank for 51 and a half years.
Goodness.
And she had I wish she could get back on some of these boards, because when she was busy with all these, on these boards and on the chamber, she had things to talk about and do with them. And I had some time at home alone.
Careful
and
now.
quiet.
She told us good morning.
Yeah, she did wish us a good morning this morning.
Well,
Just
yeah, you're right.
To defend
Anyway,
her.
I'm so glad she's at home 100% of the time now with me and her. The time together is just wonderful.
Irreplaceable.
I'm replaceable?
No.
Irreplaceable.
No, I'm replaceable. I'll admit to that. I am
I don't-
so replaceable.
I don't think she was talking about you.
Oh, no.
Somebody-
I am replaceable.
She's
believe
talking about
me.
the Miss Mary, I believe.
Oh, Mary, she's amazing. But she did. She loved being a part of all that stuff. And, they do a lot of good stuff. I mean, they do great works. They keep the community vital. They keep people connected. And best of all, they work together to keep the businesses healthy and strong. And, if you have strong, healthy businesses in a town, the town thrives. Weak businesses or dying businesses, the town dies.
That's
Well, I'm
right.
impressed with how many towns across the state have worked really hard to improve their downtown.
Right.
Because
exactly. Well, Clanton's a good example.
That's
Yeah.
that's,
You have
it is
a
a
lot
good
of
one.
kind of, and I worked in Birmingham, downtown Birmingham, through the late 70s and 80s and 90s, when downtown Birmingham was blighted. On a work day, it looked like the town was deserted. There were pieces of plywood on
Yep.
windows and a lot of just trash and stuff, and it just was so sad through the 80s mainly. And then they worked on revitalizing, and the same thing's happening in Montevallo redid their downtown, Columbiana revitalized their downtown, Clanton. And it's nice because a town kind of gets a certain set way, and then things can start to decline a little. You got to freshen it up. The problem is a lot of towns want to keep their charm and their look. And that's where the problem comes in. People want to come in and put in a modern building, and they don't want it modern.
Yeah.
They want to at least have architecture, whatever, that models the look of the city. And that can be confrontational. But most towns do a good job. I mean, that little town up in Fayetteville, Tennessee, is one of those towns that has the common square. You know, it's like something out of a Currier and Ives picture. You've got a square with a wall around it and the county courthouse or whatever, and then a perfect square around it with businesses. Yeah. And then it kind of filters out. And they have a certain look because most of their businesses were built from the 1840s until about the 1920s or 30s when they filled up downtown. Mm-hmm. And then they kept the same buildings. Well, a whole block burned down a year ago.
Oh.
You know, yeah, they had a restaurant, it caught on fire, burned the whole block down. So they've raised it, and it's all kind of cleaned off now, and they're going to, of course, rebuild. And now the problem is a lot of people want to go in there and put you can't go back and rebuild stonework like the old school and brick and stone when you can just put a metal building in. So that what they're trying to do is they like them to be able to rebuild at a price they can afford, but they still want the facade to look. It's tough.
That's what I was thinking. The facade, now they can do the stone work with almost like a veneer, very thin.
It is a veneer, and it's fake stone,
yeah.
And it's cheaper and lighter.
Yep.
But you got to fight for. Somebody wants
the
too much of this
architectural
to
board,
me. Yeah,
if there is one.
It's a war.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love to see the little downtowns because I love smaller towns. I grew up in Birmingham. My dad was had a dental office in downtown, well, South Side, but in Birmingham. And there's some great things about living in a fairly large city that's positive. Mm-hmm. But to me, the quality of life, it's great to visit a big city. I don't love living in the big city. Yeah. My sisters do. I'd rather visit the big city to go eat at the fancy restaurants or go to the movie, whatever, if you don't have it in your town. But I love living in a smaller town, a small community. The quality of life is so much better to me.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
my
the biggest
sisters
city
would
I lived
disagree.
in was
they're
was
those
Montgomery.
people that love coffee shops and they're very they don't want to have to, they want to walk or ride a bus everywhere and stuff. Of course, Birmingham ain't the kind of town that has very good bus and public transportation. Mm-hmm. They'd like to live in Boston or somewhere where you could not drive ever.
Yeah, get on the subway.
Yeah, a tube.
I actually experienced the push, they call it, in Boston.
Did you really? So you got pushed in and packed in like a sardine?
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was like, this is not bad. I mean, we're just a couple miles from Fenway Park. That's where we're headed. And this guy looks at me and says, well, get ready.
You're about to get pushed.
About to get the push. And I said, what do you mean? He says,
you'll
find out.
Literally, you start to get in. You're with the crowd. The subway comes up and stops. The voice goes, "Please stand back from the doors. The doors are about to open." And you're just standing there, and everybody's pretty normal. The door opens, and there's this combination of some people coming out and a lot of people going in, and you've only got so much time before the voice says, "The doors are about to close." So people will literally, you can pick up your feet almost and ride into the cart.
Oh my goodness.
You become friendly with a lot of people.
Oh my goodness, I have never realized how close I was to people from Boston until then.
Right.
I mean, they're just right on.
You
just nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
And it's like, hey man, I was here first.
Well, and
it doesn't matter.
You know how a subway, when they take off, you have to hold on because it picks up speed real quick, and when it slows, there's inertia. Mm-hmm. You don't have to hold on to nothing when you're in the push.
No, you're pretty packed.
You're just packed. It's
barely bouncing.
Now, my son lived in Boston for years, and then he now lives in Providence, so he still works in Boston.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, it's 20-minute ride on a train.
I was thinking an hour by car, so probably 20 by train. Yeah, it's close.
And the only reason it's an hour is because it's the traffic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like here to Hoover.
I know, isn't that amazing?
So I've been up there many times. So I took Mary. Now Mary, grew up in Montevallo, or Calera and Montevallo. So Calera is where she grew up. Montevallo's the big city she lived in and worked and lived in. Really?
Yeah.
That's the big city. I take her to Boston, and we're on the subway with mohawks purple mohawks, piercings, Muslims with all the Muslim gear,
Hijab.
Hijab, and what do you? And she's freaking out. She's like, she was scared of everything, scared of everybody. She'd never seen, she grew up in Montevallo and Calera. She'd never seen other kind of people, other lifestyles, and she'd certainly never seen. There's more people in the subway car than lived in Montevallo, that kind of thing. And she freaked out. It was funny. I mean, she got an education.
Well, it was just slowly, like you said, make a stop. People would get on. Then when you get to where you're pretty packed already and there's really not much room,
and more come on.
And that's when they just kind of. That's when
everything
they force
just gets
you over.
tighter.
And I mean, I was up
tighter.
against the window, holding on to the pole. He said, "You got a good spot." He said, "Stay right there. Don't let anybody move you." So I stayed there, holding on to the pole.
I was going to say, people grab that pole and just hang on.
They were just crushing almost, and it was.
Oh my God.
If you're claustrophobic, it's probably not a good place for you to be.
It's terrible.
I think I had a 20-minute ride, and I think I made love to 4 people, and I don't even know it.
Hey, I think it was.
And I don't know if they were men or women. I don't know
I think
if they
it
were.
was the first subway in the United States, like 1897.
Was
I wanna
it
say.
Boston?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I thought
That's
New
really
York
cool.
would be
Yeah,
it,
me too.
but it wasn't.
Boston. That makes sense. Yeah, but you're right. How did we get on this?
I don't know. I brought up the push.
Oh, I think we were talking about the subway they're proposing here in Clinton.
Yeah, that's
Just
it.
kidding.
It's going to run from Lomax all the way down to.
Go over
Lomax. It's a short run. It's Lomax to Clanton or Lomax to Thorsby.
We've got Elon Musk coming in with his boring machine.
That's right.
He has a company that.
Does borings. That's right. And some of those machines can't back out. So
They got to go to the other
you
side,
remember,
huh?
yeah, and you remember they were doing that. It wasn't a Elon Musk machine, but they started drilling that tunnel under the Cahaba River up near Birmingham. It was like a billion or $800 million project, and they were trying to run. I think it was a sewer line, something under the Cahaba River. They got about halfway, and the environmentalists shut them down. Well, boring through the tunnel was like a $12 million boring machine. They had to just unplug it and let it stay down there.
It's still there,
Because
huh?
you can't back it out.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let it go any further. So,
That is wild.
yeah. So there's this $10 million whatever boring machine just underground under the Cahaba River somewhere.
My God.
I don't know what they do with the tunnel. I don't know if they have to fill it in. I don't know what they did with the hole to that point.
Yeah.
But yeah,
'Cause you
that
would
was
think they wouldn't
that
just
was
be
a
able to leave it.
debacle, and
Man,
somebody lost a lot of money.
I don't remember that, Bill. About when did that happen, you reckon? When did they?
15 years ago,
Really?
maybe.
Just 15
Yeah,
years?
it was like 2000 and 2008 or 9, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it was.
We'll have to-
It was pretty recent. I mean,
Have to ask my uncle
I was in
about it.
Birmingham then, and we were covering it, and it was just a big mess and a debacle, and
Yeah.
big loss and a lot of stupidity, kind of like we were talking about, where nobody didn't talk to B correctly, and then some people just pushed it through, and then of course, then the environmentalists, and then it just became a mess. And I'm sure if you're going to dig a big tunnel under a river in a metropolitan area, you have to do an environmental impact study. So I don't know what that came about. I mean, what happened there?
How
I
that
don't know.
slipped through the cracks, huh? Apparently.
I don't know. I know somebody lost their butt.
Well, speaking of loss, I have a story about Alabama teachers when we come back from break. It is 6:45, Monday, August the 10th.
What'd they lose?
You'll have to wait until we come back from break.
Oh,
It's a secret.
We'll ask after the break, Bill. We'll
Yeah.
find out.
So y'all stay
know.
tuned.
I'm
We'll be
impatient.
right back. You're tuning into Morning Mayhem on Piper P.